seeing her not move, Yoshi's gonna move over to her.
Okay.
Gingerly walking through the piles of stuff, and he's gonna put his hand on your shoulders, and he's like, "We must leave now."
I can't, okay, yeah. And she, grabs, like, the blanket and, like, probably, like, a bottle or two or something like that and, like, throws them in her bag. But she's got the blanket in her hand, so she won't let go of it. And she'll kind of, like, yeah, okay, yeah, and, like, keep, like, looking back and, like, kind of very slowly walking.
Yeah, and he's gonna kind of just guide you to go a little bit faster, because we need to start skedoodling.
Come on, get your ass gear. You're making sure as you're running that you don't end up in any outlets that you can't get out of. Like, you want to keep moving, keep making progress, because you're beginning to feel the ground tremble and shake. Duma and Magpie, previously hidden by a pile of junk. You see a Sturmwagon. It would have been easy to miss, as it doesn't look much better than what it's surrounded by. Dash, you see it too, but it has a large 50 caliber machine gun that may be functional.
Okay, so I see it. It's got a machine gun on it.
Duh.
Does it look like does it look like the one I drove my car through?
If that's been your only experience with a Sturmwagon,
I think it has. I mean, how common are they? They're big tanks, right?
that looks exactly like the Sturmwagon. The last you saw it, after you drove Beast into it.
Okay.
We would basically cut it in half.
Right. So we're all trying to like leave the area where the crib is. And I look and I see this thing and I recognize it as and I look at it and I'm like,
Can you drive that?
I could drive anything.
Well, then let's get in the
Let's
car.
get in the car.
Get it? Yeah. I could drive this probably if it still works. I kind of last time, but
What?
It'll be fine. I did that. Don't ask me how I know. I just know this.
I was there. It happened.
Thank you. This is the car, right? Thank you. And so she gets in. Does it have a jack?
Yeah.
She got plug in.
There's a slight pause as Duma walks around the back of it and the door opens. He looks inside of it, realizes that it's her storm wagon from the inside, not his, and gets inside.
So she will get in, I guess. Are there seatbelts for storm wagons?
I mean, we can say there are, because technically we've never really been inside this particular Sturmwagon.
You would say, put on your seatbelts.
As we're getting in, essentially y'all come in and you see her literally probably doubled over like the control panel, searching around for the plug-in before like yanking the side of her hair and plugging it in and falling like this on it.
Does it turn on?
It does. It does
Oh
respond
my!
to you.
Literally, so she flops, and then there's a good couple seconds pause that's not usually there.
He's just like preparing to magic and try.
Right, and then just like a brrrr of like it warming on, and then just over the intercom. Holy shit! I can't believe it works.
Oh, thank
you
God.
machine gun, and the controls pop down.
As you go to get the machine gun, Duma just pushes you against the wall and crawls into the machine gun.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's going to be a better shot than you.
Fair enough. Yo, make sure everyone's buckled in, including me.
He'll
Floppy,
kind of
floppy,
rearrange
flop.
you. He'll rearrange you gently in the seat and click the buckle over and tuck your hair back a little bit and just pat you on the head.
She says thank you, and
And he'll do the same to you. He'll sit you down and buckle you in and pat you on the head.
As soon as that happens, Yoshi, I was joking. I meant the only people that can't help is me and you. Just tell everyone else. It's fine. She's gonna try to give it a tentative, like, little, see if it actually moves.
It's having a lot of difficulty.
Oh yeah.
Like,
It's almost like
it
frame
might
spent.
crawl,
Good.
but it really doesn't have any get up and go.
We're gonna crawl it then, if we can.
All right.
Since it's having difficulty moving and he's not terribly, he doesn't have a whole lot of faith in this. He's gonna put up a physical barrier and hope that a wall can slow it down a little bit. Whatever's chasing us.
Okay.
So
you know
he'll
what?
magic up that.
Being jumped in, I would actually be able to be privy to what its body is at now, just to see how damaged it is.
Okay.
So can you give me an indication of, like...
I would say we're probably functioning at a good 33 to 40%.
Ooh, oh, that's low. Okay, all right. As soon as you pop that up, she's like, good idea, because for all intents and purposes, this is a Prius. Let's get going.
The train comes into view at this point. There's a bit of a clearing in front of you between the stacks of cars.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see this ghostly steam engine chugging away directly at this storm wagon. What do we do?
Well, is it now clear to me that this is... Well, first, I'm going to try to get off its path, because I don't know it doesn't have tracks yet. So it seems to be like, oh no, we're not just on the tracks, it's like coming for me.
You're a little bit face to face when you see it, and it is closing that distance.
Oh, and I'm going to try to... meow, as fast as this little thing will take us, I'm going to push it.
Do you say anything to the people inside of you as this train is bearing down on you? Do you have any requests for them?
Well, I guess we are... have a train very quickly approaching us, and I am in a car that is moving extremely slow. So, I'm attempting to get us out of the way. I'm saying brace for impact, but I'm not seeing how we can really change much here, unless I'm missing a piece.
As the train is approaching, you see them make a course correction, because apparently at least one person on that train can perceive your wall.
Okay.
So all it does is phase through the stacks and piles of cars, and it keeps going. You do hear a bang a little bit further on as it does hit something. Roll intuition.
Nah. I got 3 4s then.
You know what? For 3 4s. For 3 4s, and based on your competence with magic, you kind of assume that this thing can phase in and out at will to interact physically with other things.
It's as if it's able to astrally project but still remain in control of everything.
And basically it chose the wall. No, I can just go around. Why bother hitting a wall when I can just plow through a couple of junk cars and circle back around? So it's just looking to burn out your magic.
Okay. I bought us a second.
So as it does pass, you especially being the car,
Right.
just feel it violently tremble as this huge steam engine roars past, and the whistle blows, and it just sounds ear-splittingly loud.
Well, it's a train. The best place you can be near a train trying to hit you is behind it.
Is this storm wagon free of debris? Does it need to be pushed out to go?
I don't think so. No, we can go. We're just going very slowly. I mean, I'm going to try to drive away, but we were crawling was the description I got.
Yeah, no, it's moving. It's just moving slowly. You can't outrun it. It's going too fast.
So then, obviously, we have to find an exit, but I don't...
I think we'd be faster on foot.
Okay.
Or, we got a 50 caliber machine gun. How about we just shoot the
All right. Yeah, we can do that, too.
Shoot its...
You're the one with the gun.
It doesn't have tracks. Shoot its wheels. Or the engine. Shoot the engine. I don't know.
Well, hold on. I don't think... It's not on tracks, but I do feel it on the ground. So...
I mean, yeah, but,
I don't think it has wheels, either.
It requires fuel. They were shoveling fuel, so maybe get rid of
They're
that.
shoveling junk.
Yeah.
Still, if it's putting it into fuel somehow. Also, if it's magical, who's to say that bullets will affect it?
Bullets are still effective. Just shoot the
All right, let's shoot it.
All right, I'll shoot it.
Alright, so the train comes into view again. You can peer at it through the open spaces in the storm wagon because the vehicle is so badly damaged.
I don't think I have time to do a perception check and then shoot.
I mean, you're lining up the shot.
Okay.
So, based on you lining up the shot, what are you trying to
Okay, you said that these piles were weak enough that I would be concerned about walking on them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot at the base of one of the piles and
It's
see if I
going
can knock it
through
over.
them. It's going through them. Remember, it just drove through them, so I don't think creating a barrier is going to really do anything.
Yeah, it phases through them.
Okay, what kind of negative would I take to shoot the light?
It depends on when you decide to shoot it. At 100 yards, Dash is starting to protest, saying, okay, whenever you're ready now, shoot the train. You're in this vehicle and you can see the train bearing down, and he's not taking a shot. So I want to know when, if ever, Magpie says anything.
Magpie starts yelling, shoot the train, shoot the train, shoot the train. That eventually devolves into, oh god, I can't believe I'm going to be killed by a train. This is embarrassing.
Yosh, do you say anything? Because Yosh has been very resigned through this whole experience.
Oh god, we're getting killed by a train.
This is
God.
really out of Yoshi's wheelhouse. And I don't know, he's trusting that the people who are more comfortable in this situation are going to handle it better.
I turn off the barrier too, just in case.
Okay.
Because Yoshi's not going to ever encourage anybody to shoot anything. Like, that's just...
Not a Yoshi thing to do.
Yeah, like, he's not going to be like, yeah, no, light that count the
There's
shells.
some trick. There's always a trick. There's a trick to all these things. We just gotta find it.
This is what's going on. 100 yards, we're looking at a -5. 80 yards, we're looking at a -4. 60 yards, we're looking at a -3. 40, -2. 20, -1.
We're missing something.
Okay.
At 40 yards, he says, turn left now, and opens fire. And he's just going to hold the trigger down and hope that his 6-hit barrage blows the light out, and we turn left and the train can't see us?
So you got a 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was your plan? To shoot the light so it can't see us?
It's a ghost!
I mean, it's a 50 caliber machine gun, so it's ping, 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 ping. But you do hit the light. What I want to know is, can any of you see it?
I don't think we can back.
I can, because I am the car.
Okay.
So...
And I can because I'm out of the car.
If I'm turning left, especially, I'm imagining, here's what's happening. If I'm turning left and I'm looking straight, no, the car's coming around behind me, so I'm on imagine I'm on a track, I'm facing this way. He says turn left, I do, he's shooting backwards out, so I'm turning left, I can see it out of my left eye.
What the two of you see is the train teetering on its invisible track. A thunderous roar erupts from the steam engine as it crashes onto its side. It's pushed forward by its momentum, but not fast enough as the second car begins to twist and then collides with it. It buckles as the third and fourth car ram one after the other into it and catapults the fifth upwards. The mechanical carnage finally ends when a nearby pile of vehicles topples over to bury it.
So, while me and Leosha are in the back, not being able to see anything,
You hear
but hearing
all
all of this, Magpie just hugs him.
Yoshi,
There's just a moment of, oh god, we're dead.
Yoshi
He
kind of
just hugs Yosh
will rub your back in gentle circles and speak softly to you in
as
Japanese.
he assumes we are about to die. And
but-
then we don't, and he feels real awkward.
Yeah, but this crashing thing is not a quiet moment. Here's what's actually happening. He says hard left, dash, hard left. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. See, there's all this happening, and then it's just like, whoa.
The machine gun doesn't stop until it's on its side,
it's,
too.
Whoa, and then wait, what? Wait, what?
I killed train with machine gun.
Have faith in our friends.
That is
The most epic thing ever.
After the awkwardness, just, yeah. Just making sure you want to escape.
I appreciate that.
Can I ask, does the Sturmwagon have like any interior screens at all? Like maybe even one, just for like GM's sake, just to like help a brother out.
All right, there's a screen. It's cracked.
You hear the crackle of an old film intro, and then just like the beep as like a cut of fresh film begins to play, and it's you leaning over to hug Yosh saying, we're dying, we're dying, we're dying, oh my god, we're dying. It plays that scene for a moment, and then the end scene says, The Bird's Bromance, edited by Dash.
God damn it.
And then directed by Dash, casting by Dash, background music by Dash, the whole credits.
I just look at you as I walk out of the back of the Sturmwagon and die like a man.
Or just don't die. Or live like someone who doesn't die.
At that, you hear like a little sound, and the little Jack pops out, and Dash kind of gets up, and she's like, "Well, that was way too easy to kill a train."
I am good shot.
And she's gonna go inspect the train because this is some aluminum foil train here.
Outwardly, the only car of the train unburied and undamaged is the caboose. It does not seem in any way dissimilar to the rest of the train. You hear something in the direction of the caboose, some sound, music.
I guess we're going to the caboose.
Yeah, I'd say,
What's it made of?
I go over and I touch the train.
It feels like train.
I say, some kind of metal. But I go, I do hear something. Hold on, I'll be right back.
As you draw nearer to the caboose, you see the blinds are drawn, but from inside, you hear the sounds of revelry and the light clinking of glass.
Kind of poke around a little bit. Maybe stick my head up against the window. Can I open the door? So yeah, I kind of like to think that we all kind of stand outside, like around the door, and like maybe can like hear the music faintly, and it's like, do we knock?
I don't know. Walking like you own the place.
Magpie walks in.
Yeah.
I take his hand.
Sure.
So, you open the door of the caboose into a casino.
Sorry. A casino, okay.
Inside is a massive room bathed in neon lights. However, red is predominant throughout. There are no less than 100 metahumans, all engaged in a variety of games.
Deuces.
8. Dude, I'm just rolling straight fire on these perceptions.
Alright, so with 1, and everyone notices this, you see there are some seated in front of slots, their hands idle on levers as they watch the wheel spin wildly. You see tables further onward where cards are being played, and somewhere in the distance, you can hear the clicking of a roulette table, though the sound is almost indistinguishable from that of ice cubes clinking in drinks. Magpie, Dash, and Duma. Among the crowds, you see several female metahumans in sleeveless dresses with glittering beads, high heels, and sheer hose, carrying serving trays. Dash. Throughout the casino, you don't see any chips. Rather, where you would have expected them, there are spools of thread and scissors.
3.
You notice that the patrons with less thread on their spools look older than those that have more.
I squeeze your hand, and I pull you in real close.
Nah, calm down.
No. I go, look around. They're not, and I, you know, I'm also bringing you guys in. I go, they're not betting with money. They're betting with time.
Figure it out.
No one
meantime,
gamble.
Act like you belong. I take a glass off one of the server's trays.
Yeah, she winks at you.
I'm gonna play it like Dash has run with Artemis and Apollo once before and heard Apollo drone on and on and on about the fates and their scissors and the string and how it's so symbolic and it really means something and blah blah, you know, all this kind of stuff about time and what it means. And so she sees the string and she's like, oh my god, I got it. How's everybody dressed? Well, right?
To the nines.
To the nines. We obviously look like schlubs, but does everyone seem to be like, what are these hillbillies doing in here?
No, they don't really seem to be paying you too much attention. They're really preoccupied with their games.
Okay.
Or if he just kind of looks at Magpie and goes, "It seems like your kind of place."
Damn right it is. Alright. Honey. So where we get our chips at?
Oh, Shug, you go all the way to the back.
Thanks, sweetheart.
You know it.
I'm gonna pull you in one more time and I'm gonna go, no, Magpie, you really don't want to bet here.
I think I do. It's kind of my thing.
Do you not understand what she said?
I'm literally gonna pull you in and
We just fought a ghost train.
and I'm gonna
Fine,
literally
at least we don't.
grab your chin and have you look at like the oldest guy in the room and then one of the people that's really winning. Like basically, because I don't know if it does seem like the people with the less string do they look upset, like they're losing?
I mean, their luck's gonna turn around, though.
Right. Okay. Okay.
So-
Wait. I'm looking. So I grab your chin and I look and I go, piece it together. You want to play with years?
Listen, I get what you're saying, but also think about the opposite. What if you win?
You
He
know
is
what?
hopeless.
And I'm a winner, so
Sure you are, honey. I'm right here then. Go ahead. Go play.
Yes, you are a winner.
besides we gotta find
Winners
we gotta
hug
find the
men
door anyway,
crying
so we
and
gotta look around.
when looking in
Right.
face of death.
That's all fun doing it.
Yeah,
There is no shame
You're swaying her. All right, fine.
As you move further into the casino, the patrons are older. Many are withered husks compared to the others you saw at the entrance. Among those with white hair or no hair, those with sagging skin and drooping jowls, you become aware that some patrons are decomposing. Their skin is not the color of any living metahuman, and their eyes have glazed over with cataracts. And yet, like the others you've seen, they're participating in games. Dash, you manage to see beyond the clouds of cigarette and pipe smoke and notice a skeleton sitting at one of the slots, rolling an empty spool between its thumb and forefinger. Then another one leaving a roulette table. They are still dressed, their clothes just have rotted on them and hang in scraps. Duma, beyond all this, you see the glint of gold at the rear of the casino.
Still playing.
Does Magpie just throw that out? Just
Yeah.
like he just stops the group and he's like, I'm still playing.
Well, he said. Well, he said they're still playing. Like even though they're, for all intents and purposes, they look like dead motherfuckers. They're still walking around. They're still playing.
Yeah.
The rules are different here, clearly.
Yeah, as long as you remember nobody leaves up on the house.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I would basically live at a casino.
Yeah. Yosh, why don't we
There's gold back there.
Excuse me.
honestly, the silence is not even in character. I was just like, that was so perfect. We're having like a real like symbolic, and you're just like, there's gold. There's gold in them there rooms.
Maybe we should go see what that is.
Yeah, let's do that.
He whispers to Yoshi, maybe gold will keep him from gambling.
So you all head back to the...
Yes.
I was just making sure, but I was
Shine,
pretty sure.
shine.
Yeah. So, the cashier's cage at the rear of the casino is gilded. Inside, a jovial elf is in the process of sharpening scissors on a whetstone. He greets you. Welcome to the Moira. I'm David. There's poker, blackjack, craps, and baccarat. What can I do for you?
So how do we get some chips around here?
Oh, well, we don't play with chips here.
Right, the string.
Oh, the thread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
You were gonna play?
Yeah, of course I'm gonna play. Why else would we be here?
Alright, well, we're looking at about 30 years for one school. It's a
Alright,
lifetime.
let's do it.
Alright.
I'm sorry. Real quick question here. David
sure.
David was it?
Yeah,
Let me ask you. So you put it for 30 years.
yeah.
You go and you play for a little bit. Say you come back and you're 5 years down. You got 25 years left though. You turn that in, you get your 25 years. You're good. You can leave.
Yeah,
Only the 5 years gone.
that's it.
And if you come back, do you unage? Like say I win big, and I put in 30, come out 45. Do I get 15 years?
Well, you won, didn't you? The house pays out when you win.
See?
Right. Yeah. Okay. Just checking. I was sorry. Just checking. I can't like we can't like go in on 30 years together or something. 15.
No, you're welcome to have your own school.
No, I would rather just pay for some drinks at the bar. What's those? 15 minutes apiece.
Oh, the drinks are complimentary.
Ah.
It's a good place. So what's the happening game right now?
Oh, blackjack is usually a favorite.
Let's go blackjack. Who's ready for some blackjack? You gonna play?
30 years would put me in my 70s.
Yeah, what do you got to lose? You're mostly robotic.
Oh, best.
Alright.
So he gives you the spool and he gives you a pair of scissors.
go gaming.
All right. So you get to the blackjack table. All right.
Can I-
Buy-in is 5 years.
Can I ask something? Can I have Overwatch on the table? Perceptive Overwatch. I want to make sure there's no shady business on the hand of the dealer.
Sure.
Or anyone else, I suppose. But I'm specifically on cheating Overwatch.
5 years. You get 6 hands.
It's fine. I'll win.
4. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me.
All right. You got a pretty good view of the table. There's the house dealer, and he's playing alongside an orc who doesn't look like he's doing too hot, and a human, and she's doing great.
Let me ask you this. So, in front of people, so as soon as you win threat, like, so say you put in 5 years, right? You pull off 5 years, you cut it, I assume you throw it in the middle.
Yes.
There's people with piles of unattached string, it doesn't just go on their spool.
Once you loop it back on the spool, it adds. It
Oh,
reconnects.
so there are people with big spools, and there are people with,
There are some people with 2 spools.
wow. Okay. I'm gonna position myself basically like, you know how like at a high rollers table or something like that, there's like a person playing and there's like a small group behind them, there's like a cute girl, you know, rubbing shoulders or something like that. I'm gonna be right behind Magpie so I can see his hand and still have a good eye on the table.
Okay.
But I'm not, you know, it makes the house uncomfortable if they feel like you're watching them, so I'm definitely trying to play it up that I'm here to support my boy, my boo.
And with a 4, I feel like you achieve that pretty confidently. With a 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are in a casino, we're not trying to steal $1 million with
I mean,
George
think about
Clooney,
it this way.
But
We were stuck underwater, went through the mission like butter, fought a giant squid and lived, in a rented sub.
oh my god, our late fees.
Oh my god. We went into this alternate dimension, got chased by a cow, fought a giant death train, and somehow we're still standing. I think that's pretty lucky of us, yeah?
Yeah.
He says, psyching himself up.
Luck runs out.
Yeah, she says, and she gives your shoulders a squeeze. She goes, whatever you say.
I feel like we should trust Magpie.
It's your time.
Alright.
Famous last words.
It's your time, not ours.
Alright, so I'm sorry, what did you get?
I got a 1, bruh.
I mean, you have the only successful hand at the table.
Well, why don't
Well, there we go.
You're sitting on 35 years.
Let's put down 10.
Alright, at this point, David has come out to kind of like see what's going on. And he's just like, oh, you're off to a good start.
Yeah, I like this place, Dave. It's doing good to me.
Oh, don't bankrupt us.
I'll try not to. 3.
It's a draw.
Oh,
Unfortunately, I'm going to say draws go to the
house
house.
wins. Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, that said, you're at 30 years.
I used 10.
Go ahead and
Gotta
roll
win it
for-
back, so we're gonna go with 15.
yeah,
Okay.
15.
Yeah.
How old are you now, sweetheart?
I think you're like 26.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna lean in on this. You know, just 26 to 40 is 41's a big difference.
Yeah. My dad is a real handsome man. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Maybe she just
Let's hope so.
Trust me, being 40 is not all it's cracked up to be.
Maybe she'll raise a hand and just be like, we must let him
Make
make
his own
choice.
mistake.
So you're down to 10.
Ah.
I'm going to say even without rolling perception, the group notices that you have some gray in your hair. Maybe some white. It's a little hard to tell in the lighting. But your crow's feet have become so much more distinguished. And if you were being honest about your father being a handsome man, then, I mean, you've aged well. But
good.
you've also aged very rapidly. You've aged about 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
How are you feeling, my friend?
I
Arthritic?
Hey. I feel fine. It's fine.